Hello everyone, Johnny Miner here, and today we are continuing to learn Japanese with Metroid II Return of Samus. Last time we got, when it comes to the upgrades, the space jump, the spacer beam, the plasma beam. Then we of course got several, actually a lot of missile expansions and energy tank. Defeated several Metroids, even some Alpha ones still, Gamma ones, and also at the very end, the first Zeta Metroid. And yes, so today we continue the game after having defeated the Zeta Metroid. And yeah, without further ado, let's start the game. And yeah, again we have to load our save state, because yeah, we saved right outside where we fought that Zeta Metroid. Not in the very room, but a little to the left, outside of it. And yeah, so we'll continue from here. I'll get my map ready as usual. And yeah, okay. I see also certain something there, but we'll see. Okay. Well, let's not fall. Yeah, we have to start with some space jumping, so yeah, it's not... I have to get used to it again, since it's not that easy. Let me quickly see. Okay. Okay, let me try it. Okay, like this. We'll stop right here. We can see another Metroid shell husk. And so, yeah, there's actually another one pretty close here. Yeah, we'll see in a second. Here we have these. I wonder if I can simply open these. Okay, no, it's actually a fake wall, so yeah. Can simply go through here. And yeah, this is a missile refill. Yeah, last time actually I have full health, because to the right, above where we started, there's a health refill, whatever, station, but yeah, I think that's the name in later games, but yeah, here we have simply these. So yeah, let's start with this here, and yeah, there was this on the way, but yeah, we want to continue up. I could go with well, let's try not that if we get hit again, I'll take it, but yeah, if we can, let's avoid getting damaged there. The bigger issue, more than getting damaged in itself, is the stopping, that our jumps stop. And yeah, I actually saw that, which might be where we want to go, so yeah, honestly, it's better if I climb with the spider ball anyway. Yeah, honestly, it's better. But yeah, it was nice to have some more practice anyway. And yeah, I think we have to enter here first and foremost. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, no, here we have another one. So this is the one for the one that should be here. The one lower might be of a Metroid we have already defeated, by either way. It should be right here, and yeah, we can see a Gamma Metroid evolving to Zeta 1, and yeah, now we can see it again. Quite annoying with this flying, and even more so the having to hit them in the face. So yeah, let's actually restart it and stay above here. Yeah, as you can see, there we yeah, better to start to stay around here. And they try their best to not be at our same level, exactly to avoid getting defeated. Okay, perfect. That was a really good spot. And yeah, I took a lot of damage, but honestly, if we can, as long as we can defeat it, we'll be fine overall. Well, of course, if it doesn't get stuck there. Okay, let's do that. We might want to heal, go back and heal after this. And yeah, with that we have defeated the Metroid. And as you can see, actually there are very few left, but before proceeding, let's check out, because of course we have to add the learning Japanese part, because there aren't Japanese writings in this game, at least unless we find some at the very end, but yeah, so far we haven't seen any. In this case, something that I forgot to we forgot to check out before, these names of the Metroids. Of course, there's the Metroid part, which is, as we have seen at the very start of this series, and also the previous one, because it's in the titles, Metroid, and so Metroido, but yeah, that we have seen before. We simply add the O as the vowel, because the consonant can stay on their own. Because to keep the T and D, just like in English, we use O instead of the usual U, because the sound would change zu, zu, respectively. Can't even add E, which is another possible vowel, because it will become ch, j. Yeah, so we add O for those. What I wanted to mention are of course, alpha, gamma, and so on. And yeah, here we have them, of course, the Greek letters. Of course, as usual, also for the accent. Alpha, first and foremost, of the smaller variety of Metroid, can be written as, simply Arufa. There's a variant with a longer vowel at the end, but actually it's the less common one, according to the online dictionary, plus in this case the plugin combo, so the letter especially. But yeah, Arufa, two peculiarities. Well, first and foremost, we have the additional U after the Ru, because the consonant can stay on its own. The only exception is the N, the nasal, N, but can also become M when followed by bilabials like P, as we have seen Jampu, for example, and so on. Usually we have to add a vowel. And of course, also it becomes ru, so Japanese R, because Japanese doesn't have L, and so it becomes the closest one, which is Japanese R, because it's usually a tap or flap. But actually, a variant of it is L, just the one used in English. But it's more often than not, you'll hear it as ru, ra, ri, ru, re, ro. And and of course, but this is about writing, and we have studied it when we studied katakana with Super Mario Bros. 2, as in the lost levels. So you can check that for details, of course. There's the matter, of course, of how we write the sound fa, because we only have hu, actually a bilabial fricative in Japanese, but it's quite similar to the labiodental fricative f in English, so it becomes that. But Japanese on its own would have only hu, and so when they introduced the the sound with other vowels, they had to write it as hu, and then small a, I, e, o. Of course, not u, because f is already on its own. Fu is pronounced like that. There's already fu in Japanese. As for the accent, it's simply on the first mora beat in Japanese. We could say also syllable, but and so on the a, arufa, high, and everything else low. But let's quickly check the other ones. Gamma. And funny enough, that's a perfect example of another n on its own that actually gets pronounced with an M, because there's the following ma. Technically, the plugin shows gamma with a long vowel at the end. There's also the variant without the long vowel. And honestly, might be even preferred nowadays. Unfortunately, it doesn't show the accent, but my guess would be accented. And actually, I've seen that the variant, which then even more so, I'd say it's the most common one, since it's even has the accent here, is accent on the first syllable or more. So the gamma. And now, of course, last but not least, the one we have actually faced here, the gamma Metroid that became actually a Zeta Metroid. I don't think I can find it here. Let me quickly check. Also on Wiktionary. Let me see. Because I can find that, but that isn't actually it. Let me quickly find it this way then. Because of course, as you have seen, from alpha, gamma. These are all Greek letters as the prefixes for these Metroids variants. So yeah, if I can open the Zeta, I wonder if I can find its yeah, no, I unfortunately can find it like that. Sorry, but I think I might have know why I got that then. Let me quickly check. I might have an idea. Yeah, okay, I found it in the online dictionary. It was actually simply an issue of the, well, a peculiarity of the online dictionary. Yeah, of course, in English, actually there are both pronunciations. Zeta, technically in received pronunciation. Zeta, in general American. Yeah, not surprised. But yeah, what I wanted, yeah, the issue with the peculiarity of the online dictionary is that if I simply wrote Zeta, but with that it searches for a word in Japanese with the pronunciation Zeta. I put it between quotes, and with that I actually got the Greek letter with its pronunciation, which is actually Zeta with a long vowel in the middle, in this case. Yeah, makes sense considering the general American pronunciation I mentioned, Zeta. And yeah, so we have this A, which becomes simply long E in Japanese. Here with simply the long vowel mark in katakana, but yeah, makes sense considering that E in Japanese nowadays most pronounce it as long E, some still A, but yeah, then it makes sense to make it long E in this katakana word. And of course the accent is on the first syllable also. Zeta, high, and then everything else low. And yeah, with that, wanted to mention it since we actually forgot to say it before, and it's actually worth it since we got to review some parts. Yeah, with that we can actually continue here. I'd like to go immediately to heal, but before doing so actually, okay, actually we might not even need it for a certain reason. By the way, I've just seen the map. But yeah, first let's actually go up here. Yeah, you might have noticed this while we were fighting the Metroid. We have this opening. We have this room up here. Well, of course, I should actually do it the other way then. Yeah, let's not fall. Either do it like this. Actually, let's use the spider ball, but from here then. Okay, yeah. I think we might be able to access the other part here. Or at least I think so, but we have to find out where to bomb, is my guess. If needed, I'll check the guide, but yeah, first let's give it a try on our own. And yeah, actually, kind of suspected it, but yeah, wanted to try everything else before switching side. Yeah, it's up here actually. It's here, it's blocked. And yeah, as you might have guessed, and yeah, and now we can see it, we have a also statue there. This, yeah, as expected, you can bomb that, as usual. So yeah, we'll have the one up there actually. it simply because didn't. Okay, not exactly there. Yeah, we have to be careful about this. Yeah, here, as usual, actually, this is blocked off again, just like in a previous similar room where we enter from another part and not here from the side. But yeah, we can open this. And yeah, this is actually pretty famous also thanks to Smash Bros. And yeah, it's, I'll show it in game. Yeah, it's the screw attack. A really powerful move in Metroid games. And yeah, so actually we have that to check out. Its name in Japanese. First and foremost, we have screw. Of course, if I simply put that first, we have the Japanese words for it, which is the one most used. We'll wait for. We haven't seen the Japanese words for those these terms. Since we haven't seen those in game, we have seen simply the English words. And yeah, for now, let's stick to those. It's still useful since they can show up sometimes in Japanese. And of course, since it's a way to review also how to adapt English words in Japanese katakana, when I mention it, like we have seen for the fa. And yeah, in this case, we have screw in English. Unsurprisingly, in Japanese becomes sukuryu. Sukuryu. And yeah, first and foremost, we have the additional u for the su and ku. Again, because the consonants aren't present in, can stay on their own in Japanese apart from n. Actually, n, as mentioned, that can become m if there's a following bilabial, like we have seen for gamma. It's worth mentioning also that the first one, the one in su, is barely heard, if at all, because it's between unvoiced consonants, and so yeah, even more similar to English. So skuryu, skuryu, either barely su, suku, sku, suku, or straight up not heard even skuryu. And yeah, so even more similar to English. While the second one actually should be heard technically. And then, of course, we have the ryu, which becomes ryu in Japanese. And yeah, so we simply have one of the yon, they're called in Japanese. I don't remember if we have seen. Well, I think I mentioned the Japanese term when we studied kana in general. By the way, the term yon accented on the first syllable, despite being a Chinese compound, so be careful. It's the second most common accent for those. And yeah, technically, the yo on is simply for sound, as we'll see also when... I don't think we have already studied its kanji, but we'll eventually do so for sure. It's a quite important kanji and also relatively easy. But yeah, the yo before it is technically for crooked, twist, distorted, and so on. But yeah, it's the term for these contracted, quote-unquote contracted sounds, palatalized sounds. And yeah, so they are the recombinations with ya, small ya, yu, yo. And so yeah, in our case, for the ragyo, the ra column, Gyo usually Rho, but here it's different for this, for the kana. Rya, Ryu, Ryo. And yeah, in our case, of course, also with the longer vowel, just like in English, screw. And yeah, with that, we have checked out that. By the way, yeah, didn't mention, I think, the accent. Unfortunately, this is one of the cases where it's different because, yeah, in English, of course, it would be on the everything else is a consonant before it's on the U. In Japanese, it actually is accented on the Ku, Sukuryu, so low, high, and everything else low. So yeah, be careful. This is actually one of those words from English with slightly different accents compared to in Japanese compared to English. And not even simply because the word becomes unaccented. Those are more common. Well, the most common is that they keep the semi-accent as English, as we have seen. Then unaccented ones, and then there are these ones. And yeah, unfortunately, they exist. But yeah, so the accent will be on the Ku. Sukuryu. And then last but not least, of course, Attaku. Attack, yeah, I've already anticipated it in how it becomes, but yeah, it's pretty simple. I think we might have even seen it before, but I might be wrong in this case, in a previous series. Attack comes in Japanese Attaku. The only difference is that they add a double consonant, so with a small tsu before, and so for the following consonant, the ku. So yeah, Attaku. And yeah, apart from that, yeah, it's quite easy. And yeah, luckily, just the accent is in the same spot as English, attack. And so yeah, on the ta, well, of course, ta technically in English, but yeah, ta in Japanese. And so low, high, and everything else low. And so yeah, we would have Sukuryu Attaku in Japanese. Since technically becomes a word, a name, a full name of this attack with these two words, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the two accents disappeared. I think we have seen, I don't remember if we have seen some words with a similar tendency. And I think it was the first one that kept the accent, but yeah, we'll see more of those eventually. Although it could depend. Yeah, I'm not completely sure about this. But yeah, if you are uncertain, honestly, you could technically pronounce them both with the accent and go with that. But yeah, with now that we have checked out that, we can actually continue. And yeah, of course, we have to leave from where we came in. So yeah, up here, destroy the boulder. Up again, we have to destroy the floor. There, to be precise. And yeah, now, as you can see, we have the screw attack. I didn't show it before. And yeah, so when we make the jump, we can easily defeat enemies with the space jump also. Because for the space jump we have to make the jump like that anyway. First I'll restore the missiles here though. That I'll do. And yeah, speaking of, I can now finally go up here like that, and yeah, we can easily defeat the enemies that way. Yeah, and also has this sound. Okay, I'll stop here since I fell because I actually avoided the enemy by mistake. And we want to defeat all these so that they won't be a problem anymore. And yeah, actually I want to stop here first. We have another energy tank. I thought maybe I can go down these through the Metroid shell husk like we did before, but yeah, no, would be too easy. Let's see if we can bomb somewhere here. Of course, better if I don't make the jump like that. Or maybe I should enter from a side here. Okay, I think actually from here might be. Okay, we have a completely dark room. Not the best. Yeah, as you might have seen at the bottom. Oh, yeah. I have no idea of where I am here. Yeah, let's honestly go back to the start. I quickly check if I can, if there's a trick to it, even though I have doubts. Ah, okay. Now I see how to do it. Okay. Yeah, first we want to go to the right as much as possible. Of course, not easy to guess considering all these. Yeah, actually, I'm not going anywhere, I think. Oh boy. Okay, now we are here. Let's continue to the right. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm moving or not. But yeah, actually, we wanted to activate the... okay, no, yeah, I wasn't moving at all, but at least we can restart it. I actually stick here with the spider ball, and yeah, down there we can see the missile expansion. Let me see. Okay, by using the bomb and also then using again spider ball, we can get the energy tank, and this is why we didn't heal immediately, because yeah, we're restoring our health this way. We can go down. Okay, yeah, now here we have to bomb again if we want to leave. Okay, we saw above us. Yeah, this is the exit from this room. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we want to go down here. I want to first and foremost verify again that I'm actually lined properly. Okay, here. We have to use a bomb. And yeah, now we are further down. As we got to see. But this way I feel I'm not going anywhere again. Okay, let's actually rewind and do it from the start here. Okay, yeah, we are lined properly. And yeah, I saw that we fell there. So that was correct, technically. The other one... Okay. Now that should be correct, but... Maybe I have to use it again. I'll actually... use the spider ball then. I feel that I'm getting stuck by doing this though. Okay, somehow I got... Yeah, I feel like there's an additional block here. Or something. Okay, with that we can actually jump up clearly. Okay, now I use the spider ball. Hopefully this is enough to then... Okay, yeah, the exit is here. Somehow, not sure exactly how it worked. I want to actually go back in Morph Ball, use the spider ball to leave. But yeah, we did this. Okay, from here, we should have also above the, from here a certain something. Let's see how we get to it though. Okay, we can see those. I feel like I'll have, yeah, like there to use spider ball from a point above, like that one. Of course, now I have to make the same space jump properly. Okay, like this. Okay, and now we can go up. Yeah, luckily we don't have spikes. We should see... I hope we'll see certain things, because we should have some additional items up of here. Or maybe it's more to the right. No, okay. Here is where I think we have to go after. So yeah, I think it will be in one of these. Yeah, like that one, for example. Actually got lucky since I didn't know exactly which one. Didn't check that part of the guide, but yeah. My guess is if there's something up there, yeah, there will be a block we can destroy. Actually, more than one. It's specular, practically, compared to that room we have seen before. There was a missile expansion there. Yeah, no, not like that, though. Let's activate one and then move out of the way. Okay. Okay, activated the spider ball in time again there. Perfect. Oh boy, yeah. That one, on the other hand, really bad. Okay, perfect. And yeah, well, we had to destroy one. Yeah, with that we get another energy tank. Which I suspect, and yeah, just like in the first Metroid, we can't have more than 5 down there. There's literally no more space on the screen. And yeah, so actually that one didn't count, so it was just a heal if we didn't have enough health. On the other hand, we got a missile expansion, so nice. I wonder if there's also down... Okay, we could have come in from here. Also, potentially, yeah, I'm not going fully down, but yeah, my guess is that. We go back to the right. Yeah, we'll do the same here again. We'll defeat... well... Actually anticipated it. Yeah, we'll go down here, and yeah, we actually have, as you might have guessed by what I mentioned, we have a Metroid to the right here to defeat, so yeah, we'll do that. Actually, another room with all these spikes, just like the other one last time when we came in. Actually, is it? No, yeah. I think it's simply a specular, an almost identical room. Yeah, we have another one here. Yeah, similar to the one with the first Zeta Metroid we faced. Yeah, let's get rid of some more sand before starting the fight again. Luckily, this one is simply a gamma one, so yeah, much easier. Even with the sand. Ah, yeah, perfect. And yeah, with that, I'd say we can... well, honestly, we can still continue a little for now. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Since we are still, we still have some time before then taking our usual break. But yeah, this time I'd say we can first do some more, and then we'll continue. Take the break. Yeah, first we want to go down here. Let's not do that. Either I have, I get some enough space to make, yeah, a jump like that, and then use, well, I did, but then I got hurt anyway, so I'll simply take it. Yeah, we actually want to go down, further to the left. There's also, funny enough, a little extra, an optional part, as I'll show in a second. We'll see what I do in that case. Yeah, we have these, of course, the opposite side, practically. I wonder if I actually have... Yeah, I feel like if I continue down, I'll get to... Okay, it might actually be up here then. Let's see. By doing the jump properly though. Otherwise I'm not getting anywhere. Okay, yeah. I think I'm at the... No, I think I am actually at the bottom. No. Okay, no, it's at the top. I most likely rewind here, but yeah, to simply show, here we have an item. It's the plasma beam, which is actually the one we currently have. That one. We can get it again. And yeah, it's still the plasma beam, so yeah, let's rewind. This one makes no sense at all, since we already have it. we have another door here. As you might have guessed, we have another beam, the spacer. Only called spacer in game, but yeah, spacer beam. And yeah, it's this one. Still don't particularly want it, so yeah, let's avoid it. There, I didn't defeat the enemy that time. I can actually simply... I'll keep the hit there. By entering here, we have another item, and yeah, as you might have guessed, another beam. The wave beam. As a reminder, it's this one. Which honestly, it's not... it's pretty cool. I can see why who wrote the guide that said that this was their preferred one. Down here we have another one. Of course, it's the ice beam. I'll quickly show it. Yeah, it looks like that. Of course, it freezes the enemies. It's actually the one required at the end of the game, but you can get it there, so we don't need to get it now. For now, honestly, I'm tempted to either keep the plasma beam I already have, or get the wave beam. I'm tempted by the wave beam, considering, yeah, what also the guide mentioned. And yeah, to have a bigger range. Yeah, because it goes like this. Yeah, I'd go for this one now, and then we'll get the ice beam only when we need, also to show it. And yeah, now we can go down here to the left to leave this room. Actually, we have to go up for a second. Yeah, by checking this out, we went a little too down. So we'll go up again. And yeah, up here, and yeah, you have might have seen it slightly to the right before falling. Yeah, now even better. Yeah, we have a Metroid shell husk, so yeah. We have another Metroid. We'll tackle it right now. As soon as I can make the jump up. Okay, perfect. Yeah, more spikes. Another specular room, practically. The spikes are not the best. Either you can keep the space jump, or you'll get hurt here. Yeah, we can come here. Yeah, we have another Metroid. Simply a Gamma 1, so yeah, pretty easy. Got hit once, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Twice, even more so here. Let's be more careful here. Yeah, the issue is here is well, I'll take it like this, and nothing particular else in this room. So yeah, we'll do that. Can continue to the right. Okay. Yeah, backtracking through this room to then come back to our vertical room. Well, actually side, I should say, considering that, yeah, we simply have the middle structure we have seen. Not sure if it's mentioned officially elsewhere, but yeah, this part of the guide is called the tower, because yeah, of course, considering this central structure in the middle. Yeah, we have some water down here, but it doesn't matter. We want to go slightly up here, of course. And yeah, we have another Metroid shell husk here. So yeah, another Metroid. We'll defeat it. Okay, let's be careful here. Yeah, perfect this time, actually. Yeah, we have another one. It's actually already a Gamma Metroid, and yeah, so it actually becomes a Zeta 1. This one, luckily this time, a better room. And so yeah, while I'm taking some damage, I almost always hit it. And now I'm not doing it because I'm not taking my time. And yeah, actually standing by the entrance is the best strategy here. Yeah, as you can see, they also take a lot of missiles. Yeah, they're quite unfortunate also considering that. And yeah, so we have defeated that Zeta Metroid. And now, now we are getting the Earthquake, of course, because yeah, we have defeated all the Metroids in this phase, or area if you want to call it, but yeah. And so we have now to backtrack and then access the new phase area. But I'd say, yeah, now it's the perfect time to take our usual break, around 5 minutes. And yeah, when we'll be back, we'll backtrack, get to the next phase, and yeah, we'll continue from there. Okay, see you in around 5 minutes. And we are back. And yeah, now we can continue the game. And yeah, as mentioned, we have to backtrack a little to get to the next phase. Of course, we also have to go through this room again, first and foremost. Not the best here. And yeah, first, we have to go slightly up here. As we are getting some health, not the best, not as much. I miss those enemies we have seen in, I think it was phase 5. The ones jumping out from, I think it was still lava actually. But yeah, those that dropped a lot of health and were easy to defeat. Yeah, we want to go down here. Okay. Quickly see if everything is... okay, perfect. We have a save station, as you can see, so I'll actually save in-game. We can go down here. I don't remember if we have actually entered here to save last time, but yeah, actually... we are back here. Yeah, you might remember this water going through a Metroid shell husk here. Yeah, it's actually pretty close to where we entered this phase, the current phase. And by going slightly to the right, we'll get even closer to that. But actually also, as you see in a second, yeah, not here, but here. Yeah, I think this was... no, actually, I think I might have to go slightly further down. We'll see in a second, though. Okay, this might be it. There was, for sure... yeah, we see also this block here that we destroyed. With a missile, didn't know it was that was required, so we had to check the guide for that. But yeah, I think this was where we already had the lava. But yeah, now it's gone with the earthquake. Yeah, so we can proceed and access the new phase. Yeah, I was worried for a moment there, but yeah, it's simply either side here. But yeah, then we want to go to the left there. Yeah, I still show it. Yeah, you can see like this. Yeah, so we can enter here. And yeah, I think I already see it. I changed the page of the guide and saw the maps during the break. And yeah, I think we are already in the part there for this phase 8. And yeah, we're getting closer and closer to, as you can also see by the number of Metroids left, to the end of the game. There is still some more, so yeah. We'll see if we can finish it today. I actually think so, because apart from, as you might have guessed, the ice beam I mentioned, which is required, and so yeah, they are generous enough to put an additional one close to where you need it. But yeah, actually, there are no more items. Yeah, honestly, makes sense. We got all the energy tanks, even an additional one was present. I think we are at 200 missiles. Yeah, so makes sense. Okay, yeah, we see the lava here. So yeah, apparently this is lava, at least according to the guide. It makes sense. Okay, we want to go through here. And then I think if we continue here to the left... Okay, no, we have one more room maybe. Okay, yeah. Here you can see, yeah, more lava, and you can go further down. So yeah, that's where we'll have to go after defeating for another part of this phase. Actually, it's still considered phase 8, at least here on the guide. Not another one, but yeah, we'll still get most likely actually another earthquake. And yeah, we have first and foremost some Metroids to defeat. So yeah, first we want to go up and to the right for now. I'm not sure how that will work there. And yeah, funny enough, I'm not sure if it's just because of the wave beam or simply I haven't tried it before. We can defeat these enemies even from the front here, unlike the Zelda ones with the protection. One of these, let's defeat it. We can climb here. Can come up here. I think we're actually getting close. Yeah, we actually have one of those. And yes, actually, an Alpha Metroid. So yeah, funny enough, I could have waited before mentioning the name of this one and also the previous ones. Of course, we got some Gamma Metroids, but yeah, I wasn't sure about the Alpha Metroids. Okay, we're getting already this. The earthquake. But according to the map, I think there might be a trick here. And also we saw 2 shells husks here. So yeah, there should be another Metroid. So yeah, I'll actually do what the map suggests. Yeah, technically we have already got the earthquake. But yeah, let's follow it to hopefully not regret it later otherwise. Yeah, by going through here, we should be back to this room. Okay, and I think this is actually the room where we entered then. We went then to the right. So yeah, this is what suggests you that, yeah, if you didn't catch the hint, that yeah, you shouldn't leave yet, because yeah, actually it got flooded here. So yeah, we'll actually go back. Don't know if you have to do it exactly this way. You could, or you could go back to the right. What triggers it exactly? Maybe just leaving the room and then entering it again. Or doing this full loop, I don't know. But yeah, as you can you see in a second, apparently, when we come back here, and yeah, here we have the Metroid. And yeah, this actually, as you might see, is similar to... oh boy, yeah, let's actually restart the fight. Yeah, as you see, that was the Zeta Metroid turning into a new variant, an Omega Metroid. So yeah, still flying, similar to the Zeta Metroids. You still have to shoot them in the face, I'm pretty sure, based on the little I've seen of the guide. Or at least the head, and so maybe also from the back if you are high enough. Although the body itself also kind of seemed to work. Yeah, no, actually, only if you hit it from up. And luckily the hitbox is generous enough. The biggest issue, as you can see, is that he takes a lot of hits, other than being kind of aggressive with more than the ball when it comes down and attacks you. Oh boy, might have to be careful here. Oh boy, let's rewind here. Be more careful. Yeah, let's not get a game over here, if possible. Easier said than done, considering. Okay, yeah. Whew. Barely. Considering that we would get sent back to the save point above. But yeah, with that we got another earthquake. And yeah, this time it should be the actual one that would let us to proceed. I'm tempted to go back to heal since we are so low on health. But at the same time, going all the way back wouldn't be the best. Let's hope we can find enough enemies to heal that way. Well, at the very least I see a certain something that will help us anyway on the way. Yeah, with that, sorry if I'm getting some issues here with okay, yeah, this is it for now. Okay. Yeah, sorry if the audio might have been weird because I was going to the next map. Yeah. Now, here finally the lava is down. This part isn't flooded anymore. First, we'll try to proceed here to the left. And yeah, now you can see the lava is gone also from here. The screw attack is really nice, but not when it does that. Let's try to rewind and be more careful here. Okay, this time nothing spawned. Oh boy, let's not do that. How I wish we had those enemies that let you recover so much health at this point. And yeah, we are now... we have the beep, of course. Funny enough, it was kind of less evident before, but yeah. I want, first and foremost, let's be careful though of this. Yeah, not like that. Yeah, let's make the jump properly. Then simply use the wave beam. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we are healing more and more. Yeah, we can continue up here now. We should be going this way. And by continuing up here, of course we are proceeding first and foremost. We'll heal a little. Heal some more. Yeah, we have more of these enemies. Pretty easy. Okay, let's not get hit there though. Let's make this jump properly. Yeah, let's defeat the enemy. Heal. And yeah, now finally the beep is gone. Because we are above 50. Don't remember if 50. I think with 50 maybe you still had the beep. Don't remember, even though I think we actually got that in a previous part. Yeah, we want to go here. And yeah, so here we can save. And by the way, we get to hear some new music. But yeah, considering we're in this state, I'm not sure how I'll do against those Metroids. Because of course we have upcoming Metroids. Unless we can find some... I don't think I see healing. So hopefully at least some enemies. Regular enemies to restore our health. Going back would have been smart, but at the same time, yeah, that added to the backtracking. Yeah, we want to go here. I don't remember how much health you come back with if you die. I feel still 50. Yeah, we don't want to go to the right for now. We want to go up. Although we have these. Yeah, we don't want to fall and hit the spikes. Yeah, be careful with your jumps. And I'm kind of worried knowing that, yeah, there's an upcoming Metroid. Hopefully at this point, yeah, beyond this room. And yeah, we have the Shell Husk. Yeah, again, a Zeta Metroid that becomes an Omega Metroid. Ah, by the way, we forgot to mention the name. We do so when we defeat the next one. So this one, if we can defeat it this time without getting hit. Easier said than done, but we tried. As much as keeping the missiles would be nice, it's the least of my worries for now. Okay, yeah. These... the flames can technically be avoided with the screw attack. And also kind of the attack. Even though it's easier said than done activating that before in such spots. Yeah, I think actually the screw attack might be the solution here. Of course, then we have to still find some moments to actually attack it with missiles. Easier said than done. Okay, we might be able to do it. Yeah, no. Actually, I think I need some more here. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not. Yeah. Okay, this is doable, but I have to be on the facing the right way, literally to the right in this case. Yeah, by doing that, this fight will take way longer, but it's the only way for us to do it without dying with this little health. Let's actually do it. Let's be careful here though. Yeah, like this, perfect. Okay. Okay, got a missile in before getting... Okay. One hit I could take. Well, better if I don't take it like this. But yeah. Okay, there I could have avoided it if only, yeah, like this. And I could activate the screw attack. Okay, that wasn't the best. At first it was nice, but yeah, then after that, not. Yeah, we can get a couple of missiles in before it starts flying around, trying to body slam us. Okay, this time it was too early. And this time I was doing it the wrong way. Okay, let's try it like slightly earlier then. Let's do it like this time. Okay. Way too early. Way too early it is. Okay. Not getting the missile in, but at least we can avoid. Okay, this time let's actually be simply more careful, like this. Like this, but then I have to make the jump properly here. Okay, yeah, we got the hit in. Okay, honestly, I'll take the little damage from the flame, the fireball. Wait. One though, not more than one. Yeah, okay. Too bad that I have to try to make the jump here. Yeah, it's not easy by doing it like this. Yeah, no, way too much health in this case. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, too much health trying to make it. Okay. Let's actually turn the other way around. Perfect, okay. Okay, got hit. Yeah, I can get hit that much though. But that I was facing the wrong way. Oh boy, but yeah, then... Yeah, no, I might have to wait here. Okay. Okay, yeah. Now... Yeah, 1, 2 is a little too much. 2 fireballs. 1 we can still take. Yeah, no. Too much. Let's do it like this then. Okay, perfect. But then I have to jump in time. Not like that. Okay, perfect. And we got some more missiles in. Not facing the right way. to stay in the air more for longer here. Okay, no. There it's trying to... if I stay there, I'm getting hit. Okay, let's try doing it like this now. Okay, this might be good if I'm slightly more careful though. Well, not getting hit by the fireball there. Yeah, perfect. And then jumping properly though. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, way too many hits from... not from us, but... the Metroid got way too many hits on us. Okay, let's see if we can make it this time. And not by jumping there. Okay, let's wait. Too bad that I was facing the wrong way again. It's not easy to do both at the same time. Not getting hit and then face the proper way. Okay, I got a hit there, but then it started jumping immediately, flying immediately. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, and with that, we've defeated it without dying. And yeah, first and foremost, let's go back to save then. And then we'll continue. I wonder if I can... Ah no, okay, I think I might be able to save another way then. Okay, we'll try doing that then. Okay, first let's leave this room unscathed. Yeah, by not doing that. Yeah, the unfortunate news is that we have more of those, of course, in this area. Now that we have less health, I might consider dying on purpose to at least get somewhat more. But we'll see. Yeah, by leaving there, yeah, we can continue here now. Sorry. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, actually, based on the map, here, yeah, and now you can see it also. We have the lava, but also we can continue down, so yeah, this is actually to continue. We want to go up, of course. Continue to the right for now. You can see us, okay, yeah, nothing. So let's continue to the right. Okay, yeah, we actually have some enemies. Unfortunately, still not the best ones. And this one didn't drop anything anyway. We have to go down to continue. But we want to go up first. To get to this. And yeah, we can save. So we'll do that. And yeah, this is why I want now potentially to die on purpose to heal. And yeah, now we fall down. We want to go to the right first. Well, actually, we can die to a regular enemy. Doesn't matter. yeah, I'll actually take it. No, unfortunately, it's actually... yeah, I had a suspicion since we did get a game over before. Yeah, you actually keep the health you had when you saved. Quite unfortunate. We want to defeat this enemy, but it's not easy. Doing the jump from above. If I want to do it, yeah, like this, we want to fall and then heal. And then go up to defeat the enemy and heal. Yeah, this is where we came in. If we can at least get back to 50, we can do the whole song and dance with the Omega Metroid. Yeah, let's not do that though. Let's do it properly. Nothing bad. Down here we have another one of these. Okay, and this one had a big heal. Okay, we have more of these enemies. I'll actually defeat them now. Even though we want to go up there as we have, as I've mentioned. We're healing more. Okay, that doesn't matter. I'm not dropping anything this time, actually. But yeah, we actually have a slightly more health, so yeah, of course we'll still have to rewind to defeat them in these conditions. But we'll try it again. Not having a single healing spot here is not the best. Too bad that there I didn't jump. Okay. Okay, I'll actually fall down and make the jumps like this then. Okay. And yeah. Of course, to the right here, as soon as I can get there without falling. We have, yeah, another Metroid Shell Husk. Some water. This is actually simply water. Doesn't hurt us, luckily enough. But yeah, there's this trying to hit us anyway. Okay, no, it can come into the water, so we were simply lucky before. Be careful here. Yeah, and we don't want to go out of the room, of course. Okay, honestly, I think we simply wait. Okay, like that. Okay. Again, the fireballs are what worries me the least, even though we have to still be careful. Oh yeah. Okay. The fireball is fine. What isn't fine is getting hit by the Metroid itself. Oh yeah, okay. This time we did it. Perfect. So yeah, this time we can get some more hits in before actually continuing this whole song and dance. Yeah, I don't know why sometimes they don't stop. Okay. Yeah, no. We'll start it from here this time. Okay. Few missiles in. Let's be careful here. Yeah, it was actually still trying to hit us like that. Okay, we did it this time. only 2, not the best, so yeah, let's actually do it like this. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's be careful though about this. Yeah, only 1, but I'll take it. Okay, now that it's like that, perfect. Good thing they at least have generous hitboxes, otherwise it would be absolutely horrible in these conditions, even with the rewind. And honestly, it would be horrible in general. Okay, perfect. We got a lot of missiles in this time. Only 1 here. Yeah, no, let's be more careful this time. Yeah, the fireball doesn't... Well, I'd rather not get hit by it, but it's the least of my worries. Again. Yeah, I think we might have to, to do it like this. Perfect. Let's switch side here. Okay, only 2, and then we'll start jumping. Only 1 this time. Okay, some more ones, some more missiles in. We have to be careful here though. Yeah, especially because that can happen. I might take the hit once. Well, if we don't get, like that. I had to then finish it quickly, because I knew that we were practically at the end of the fight. Okay, then actually I'll go up. Well, we'll backtrack, we'll go up to save. I hope the enemies came back, otherwise it would be a problem for... even though I don't know if they can respawn with like that. I have doubts. Okay, let's be careful here with the jumps. Let's stop there, then here. Barely missed there. Let's do it. Let's do regular jumps. Okay. Okay, the enemies respawn, luckily enough. Well, of course, as long as we don't get hit by them. Don't switch to missiles even though I don't want to. Okay, this one dropped some health. This one nothing. Yeah, I still think I'll go back up to save. Just to be completely sure. Yeah, after that we'll simply have to come back down here and then go to the left this time. And yeah, we have this room here. Let's jump up, defeating enemies on the way, hopefully healing. But yeah, as you see, also you might have guessed it based on the counter, we have one more Metroid here before getting the earthquake and unlocking the phase, the next phase. And I think actually the final phase at this point. Okay. Okay, let's try to defeat enemies and heal. Yeah, perfect. Like that. Nothing this time. Okay, let's continue to the right. Okay, let's be careful here to defeat the enemies and not get hit and heal more. Perfect. And by the way, I forgot again the Omega, even though it's pretty easy. Yeah, we'll actually do it with the final one at this point. Yeah, now we go to the left instead. We have all these. And yeah, the other Metroid Shell Husk. And yeah, of course, we have the final one. So yeah, again, this whole song and dance. Funny enough, there I think I stopped it from moving. Fortunately, not this time. I'll do it like that. I take a hit here. Actually, I didn't this time. Since we have somewhat more health, let's actually make use of it to avoid, at least to make it faster. But of course, we still have to be somewhat careful. Especially not get stuck there. This was really unfortunate anyway. Let's do it like that. Yeah, please stop. Thank you. Oh boy, we don't have more missiles. That's an issue because I don't think we can do it with without those. Let me quickly check a little something then. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think we might be able to do it with the ones we have. But the thing is, we have to really make all of them count. So yeah, let's start the fight from the beginning. Yeah, so this time even more than the health, we have to be careful about the missiles. Yeah, not waste any of them. Yeah, not do that. Keep that and then avoid any more of them. Yeah, for now, let's get as many hits while we still have a lot of missiles here. And also enough health. Okay, that one, honestly, though, I simply wait here. I might get at least one more, and then yeah, let's do this. Okay. Then be careful. One of them wasn't good though. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's avoid wasting that one though. Okay, no, in this case we also have to be careful about it doing that since it goes for way longer. Okay, one hit is doable. But we should then avoid that goal. Okay. Let's see if with... yeah, let's avoid all this nonsense though. Okay, one hit is... we can take it. Yeah, like that. Yeah, then not anymore though. Let's do it like that. And yeah, as you have seen, I practically didn't waste any missiles. And so we made it with 30 of them. And yeah, we're getting our earthquakes, so the new phase is unlocked. Good thing, as we are in a really bad spot. And yeah, with that, I actually mention now its name in Japanese, Omega. Again, well, of course, this is, as you might have guessed, also by the counter and so on, this is the final variant of Metroids we can find around like this. And so yeah, as the final letter, the last letter of the Greek alphabet, Omega. I'm currently forgetting how the accent is in English. But yeah, in Japanese, it's simply Omega without any long vowels. And the accent is on the first syllable, on the first mora, on the O. So maybe just like in English, I'm simply forgetting it. I'll actually quickly check it. Just as a reminder, and also to confirm. Okay, yeah. There's the pronunciation with the accent on the first syllable, omega. So actually in UK pronunciation, most likely British, British English, but received pronunciation. In the USA, General American, would be my guess, can be Omega, Omega even. So yeah, actually, you have to keep in mind that the accent in Japanese corresponds to the one in British English, so on the first syllable. But yeah, simply that, but otherwise the pronunciation is simple. Of course, without all the sounds like, the vowel sounds like in English, it's more similar to how it's written, even though it's still similar to English that way. Omega, accent on the first syllable, so high, low, low. And yeah, with that we can continue. And yeah, so we can, let me quickly change map. Okay, considering we have the final phase, we try to go through it before ending the stream, depending on how long it takes. So let's see, we might be able to finish the game tonight. Let's try to do that, honestly, because keeping only a little part for next time wouldn't be the best. But yeah, I'll try to do my best. Of course, what will help in a second, as soon as I can get through this room without getting, without falling. So not like that. Let's be careful, not like that again. Okay. Now we want to go up. I don't think... well, I'll take that still. But I try to defeat these enemies still to see if I can heal. And get rid of, at least of the beep. The beeping. Yeah, unfortunately nothing. And yeah, we'll go first up as much as possible back to the save point. Well, here, actually. But yeah, then we'll have to slightly go to the left to go back to the part where... okay, not like that, though. Where the lava was, that now is gone with the earthquake. Yeah. Let's do that quickly. And then we'll try to tackle the final... we'll get to the final area by doing that, and then we'll try to tackle it. Make the jump here to get actually the healing. Yeah, rushing is absolutely the worst for these jumps. Yeah, we can do that. We can save here. Perfect. We fall to the left. This time we'll ignore the enemies. Let's continue to the left. We have to make the jumps here, so yeah. Yeah, honestly, as much as I'm tempted, and there it went well to use the space jump, doing regular jumps might be better. And yeah, we can go down here to access. I guess since it will actually be like that, we'll see how it actually works. But yeah, first we have to go down clearly. Then here. Okay, now it might actually start. Yeah, as we'll see, there's actually a long vertical path here, which doesn't make sense if the map were actually made with everything in mind, with while keeping it on an actual map, because yeah, it would go in contrast with the rooms we have seen. After the vertical part, yeah, we have these rooms going to the left. Now we want to go up. Don't want to test the lipid there, because it might hurt us. Here we have to use... Okay, no, actually it doesn't. I think I remember this one is actually the one that kind of worked. We don't want to go there though. Maybe it kind of it makes you somewhat slower, but yeah, doesn't particularly matter. Yeah, now we have to go to the right. Have more of the... Okay, there's even a trap here. Okay. Yeah, let's be careful. Want to make the jump here though. Okay. To the left. Yeah, I think we're getting closer and closer. Oh boy. You can fall here. And so lose all your progress. So yeah, we'll avoid that. It's exactly there. And I ironically went through it again. Okay, perfect this time. I don't want to find out if there are more of those traps. Let's go up again. Here. Yeah, perfect. And yeah, finally, we have a new save station here. Yeah, we'll use it. And then we have to go up. So yeah, fake wall here. I got stuck here with the spider ball in between loading, so not the best spot. So honestly, I'll slightly... okay, this time... yeah, yeah, honestly, I'll use a bomb here to go... yeah, like that. Perfect. Okay, now we have, first and foremost, which we really need... okay, I need the spider ball though here to go up, I think. Okay, it doesn't work though, so... let me... okay, we have to make... to use the space jump instead, okay. Okay, now I can use this safely, I think. I will use these. Okay, we have those that don't matter, although apart, of course, from making you lose progress. Okay, here, hopefully it isn't, yeah, it's straight up open. We can go up, and here we can finally fully heal and fully recover our missiles. And yeah, we have 250. And let me quickly do these. Then I go back to spider ball. Let's continue. To the left. First and foremost for this room. And we want to continue up. Further up here. Yeah. Also continue there. In this case I might use a spider ball though. And yeah, by going up here we also have that. Yeah, broken Zozo statue. And yeah, here's where you can find the ice beam again. So yeah, because we need it for this last part. Okay, continue down. And go back down. Oh boy. Okay, let's try to jump on these. Though... okay, no, let's actually do it properly then. Okay, let's go here. Spider ball. Continue like this up here this time. And yeah, as you can hear, we have new music. And yeah, because it's a special area, as we'll see soon enough. Can go here. Okay, no, we had to go up here. Okay, continue. Then up here. Okay, you can see a certain something there. And yeah, actually, there are more Metroids. Not only one. Because yeah, we actually have regular Metroids. And yeah, we need to freeze them. So yeah, that's why we needed... okay, yeah, I have to be faster then. Or wait and then use this again. Okay, no, you anyway have to hit them 5 times. With a single freezing. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, perfect this time. And yeah, they require only 5 missiles, but yeah, you have to freeze them. So yeah, we have all these Metroids to defeat first and foremost. Let's not waste missiles though. Yeah, by going slowly, and of course also rewinding helps in our case. Not in this case, okay. Have to be fast enough. Okay, yeah, there was actually another one up here. I wasn't checking the map. Perfect. I think there's might be one more. Okay, no, actually, we are fine. Ah, okay, it was two there. Okay, let's be careful. Let's use like that. Perfect. And yeah, as you can see, only these are left, 4. So 3 more of these. Let's be careful though, then. Perfect. We got slightly damaged at some point, but it doesn't matter. Doubt 3 health will be what makes the difference. And yeah, with that we can continue. We have 2 more. Yeah, first and foremost this one. Perfect. And yeah, then this one. I'll actually let it grab me for a second. Yeah, to get... you have to use more pollen bombs. But yeah, let's actually do it without that. This time. Let's go more to the right and then to the left. Yeah. Okay. Without wasting a missile though. Thank you. Perfect. And yeah, with that, only one is left. We get an earthquake. We get some pretty intense music, and yeah, as you might have guessed, okay, we have to avoid these. Go down here. And yeah, it's time for the final boss. Queen Metroid. I'll quickly go back here and we'll quickly check simply, of course, Queen in Japanese. Well, again, actually the English word pronounced in Japanese. We see how it's we say Queen when it in Japanese with the Japanese words when the word comes up in future series. But yeah, this one is Queen in English, and yeah, it actually stays practically the same in Japanese. Queen. Notice the lengthening of the E, of course. Just like in English. And yeah, it's accented on the E, and yeah, same accent then. Yeah, this one is quite important also considering the chess piece and also in cards. So yeah, it's definitely used in those contexts. But yeah, with that we can finally go continue and tackle the final boss. And yeah, I need missiles here. Okay. You have to be careful here when it uses just the snout. You want to avoid it. When it actually then also opens the mouth, then you actually want to stay there. Fortunately not easy to see exactly. Yeah, to avoid the damage from those, you then have to use then these. Okay, so let's restart it here. Okay. I'll try, even though it's not easy at all. The more Okay, I'm not sure if it can actually work from the start. Yeah, you can actually use the morph ball to go inside here. Yeah, technically you'd need it to then go inside the belly, which didn't work this time. So let's actually do it the safer, kind of safer way. Yeah, by stunning it there and then shooting missiles. Requires a lot of missiles by doing this, but yeah, we have a lot, so let's actually do it. Yeah, let's take the chance. I was wondering with the neck how to make the other strategy work. Yeah, we'll actually continue like this then. Okay, no, we don't want to get hit by this though. Yeah, okay. Perfect. And yeah, so actually you have to face the danger here to actually get some hits in. We got a lot of them in this case. I barely avoided. Okay, I can get some more. Okay, those I could avoid, and honestly I do so. Yeah, for those you want the screw attack. And yeah, now it's getting way faster, so yeah, you have to be careful. And yeah, even in some cases in which the mouth was closed, it kind of worked here. I guess because it simply is we're actually so close, it's so fast that it might always count as open, or maybe it's just a bug. But yeah, either way, we've defeated it with a lot of missiles. I think it's something like 150 or 200 actually, although I wasted some there. But yeah, by the way, during the fight you can go down here to actually reset it, but we didn't want to do that. Yeah, with that we have defeated the final Metroid, the Queen Metroid. But yeah, we have these, which we saw earlier. And yeah, it's the baby, the infamous baby Metroid. Yeah, so actually Samus isn't defeating, isn't killing it. Yeah, it's sticking with us. As you can see, the baby Metroid gets rid of these crystals. By the way, since we have the baby, and even more so the infamous the baby in other Metroid, other M, Metroid other M. Let's check baby, the English word in Japanese. Becomes simply baby. The most common form would be simply B, and then the B long. Technically, you might find a variant with an additional E in the middle to make it more similar to baby, like in English. But yeah, the one you see more often is baby. Accented on the first syllable, just like in English. So yeah, high and everything else low. By the way, if we also want to add the article like in English, you would make it with it should become let me quickly check just to be sure. But yeah, I've seen it with za. Want to see if I can find it. No, actually, I'm not finding it like that. Okay, maybe without, without that. Yeah, it simply becomes the English article. Sorry, hope we are getting. Okay, now we should be fine. The English article the from English becomes za in Japanese. Of course, makes sense considering that the consonant the doesn't exist in Japanese, so it becomes the closest one, which is z. Actually, also z. So yeah, closer also considering that. And then, of course, the vowel. In this case, they keep in mind the vowel when it's unstressed, and so eshva, and so yeah, the closest vowel, since it's a central one, becomes a. And yeah, without lengthening, of course, because it's simply short. Za. So yeah, the infamous the baby would become za baby. But yeah, of course, most likely in the original Japanese version of other M, it doesn't say that. It will use most likely a Japanese word or for baby, or maybe just baby, but without the article, of course. We might see it if other M ever comes back. Its only chance, my guess, is on NSO if Wii games, whenever Wii games come to it, because my guess is that at some point they will. And yeah, in that case, we'll if it ever comes back, then we'll play it. We'll play also that. Also to see actually how it is in Japanese, if it's because I've heard things about it being better in that case, so being infamous due to the English localization. But yeah, we'll see when the time, if the time for it ever comes. But yeah, as you might have guessed, also seeing these stars and also the structure here, we're back outside the planet on its surface. There shouldn't be anything above, it's simply here to show that. I don't think... Okay, no, we actually want to go down there. Let's let the baby get rid of more crystals here. Okay. No, actually, I think I'm going down in this case. Sorry, I think I went the wrong way then. Let me quickly see. Okay, no, we came from... yeah, no, yeah, this was where we came in from. Then my guess is that I have to go up here. Yeah, up from here then, not the left. We try by using spider ball. And also consider uncertain something, as we will see soon enough. Yeah, I think that's the case. As you can see, we have more here. And yeah, now by folding here, as soon as we get to it, yeah, we have our ship. We collected that, whatever that was. And yeah, so actually the game ended. We get the stuff roll, simply stuff here. And yeah, as expected, it's still in English, just like producer Gunpei Yokoi, of course. The director, actually we have two of them Hiroji Kiyotake and Hiroyuki Kimura, and of course the main programmers. Yeah, we won't focus on the credits this time, honestly. Also consider it straight up in English this time. We did that in Pokemon Snap. Also consider that there were some interesting aspects to that one. Other than here we have the usual stuff, simply designer, debugger, and so on. And yeah, honestly, because we don't have more time, we went slightly beyond our usual time. But yeah, consider that this way we were able to actually finish it this time, the game. Yeah, didn't make sense to keep more of it for next time. Since as you have seen, we were pretty close. And honestly, it took longer because of the Omega Metroid fights with that low health. Presented by Nintendo. The end. And now we actually see, time for M14. Which I think is actually a lot. And yeah, also considering that we aren't getting anything unless I have to press something here. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Yeah, so actually we got the worst ending, I'm pretty sure. Although I think in this case there are only maybe 3. So yeah, it's pretty strict. Yeah, so we didn't get it. But yeah, in this case, it's one of those games, especially seen in Game Boy ones, where you had to simply turn off the game. So yeah, we actually simply save state, make a save state here. So yeah, we have that we have finished it. So yeah, we can close the game. And yeah, so today we've finished Metroid II Return of Samus. We got the final upgrade, Screw Attack. We defeated all the remaining Metroids, including the surprise ones, the final boss. Got some missile expansions, energy tanks on the way. Also got back the Ice Beam back, because it was required. And yeah, so we finished the game. We got the baby, of course. So yeah, next time we should be on Friday, unless plans change, so as usual. And as mentioned, the next game I was thinking to play, and yeah, I think I stick to that, is Super Mario Land 1 and 2. So yeah, in that case also to have, considering their length, and also to have actually at least some Japanese, even though I'm not sure we'll have it in-game, there's at least the box art of the second game, as we'll see, and also actually some kanji. But yeah, so see you next time on Friday, unless plans change for that, and yeah. See you next time.